Hey guys, all right, so we just finished up preamble and working into what the Constitution is going to look like, and we're going to specifically begin to talk about tough decisions, right? The whole kick the can with slavery. How do you just push it out of the way or solve it for now? Okay, so this is just your little pre-mini lesson prior to you completing the Venn diagram about the compromises that they made during the Constitution. So we're going to talk about what advantages did the North have versus what advantages did the South have. Now, we're not talking Civil War yet. We're just talking when you're looking at Southern states versus Northern states, what are some of their differences? What are their strengths? What are their weaknesses? Now, clickable map, we've used these before, okay? I'm first going to throw in major cities and city names. Boston, New York, Philadelphia, Baltimore, and Charleston. So now already we can say, okay, you have 4 major cities in the north and only 1 major city in the south. Okay, right there, that's an advantage if you're talking north, right? Then we can go up here, we'll add hills. All right. Spadjets, Spadicles, sorry. Okay. Utensils. Now, we'll add rivers, fishing areas. I'm not worried about tide right now. I'm going to take those off right now, too. And actually, I'm going to take these 2 off for now, too. All right. So, oh, look, there's our pretty state. Okay. Now, again, fishing. Look, who has the advantage? It's the North. The North has the advantage in fishing, okay, compared to the South. They have the advantage of having more major cities, okay. It does tend to be a little bit hillier up here in the north than it does down here in the south, until you get over here, okay, right? The further inland you go, the hillier it gets until you hit the Appalachian Mountains there. We'll throw on the borders so you can see the states and their initials. Let's see. We'll throw some Greenland out there. Not worried about those. I'm not worried about those. Let's do slave population. Okay. And I'm going to actually turn the hills off. I think it'll make it a little bit easier to see. And I am going to turn that off. So you have an increased slave population here in the south versus here in the north, which we all should know that. Okay. Then we'll turn on population. Definitely more people in the north than the south. So the south have fewer people, but more slaves. The north has more people, less slaves. All right, then let's look at some of our agricultural pieces. Tobacco. I'm going to turn a couple of these off again so it's easier to see. Turn that off. So tobacco's grown where? Where there are a lot of slaves. Okay, let's check wheat. You have some right here. There's another, little bit of slavery, but for the most part, wheat is grown in places where there's not slavery. Let's check rice. I'll turn that slave population back on. Look, right where there's rice, you see an increase in slaves. And indigo, right? Again, where there is high number of slaves, you have indigo, rice, and tobacco growing. All right, so let's turn these off. All right, so now all I left on there is just slave population. Where's the most timber? Spread pretty equally. Okay, pine tar, south. Iron, north. Turn that off. Ships. Oh, where did they show up at? Oh, let me turn the fish off. Where are the fish? Fishing. All right, so ships are in the north, okay, which makes sense for the fishing. All right, so I hope that helps break that down a little bit for you so we can see strengths and weaknesses. Now, so again, higher population in the north, higher slave population in the south. You grow indigo, rice, and tobacco in the south where you have a high slave population, and wheat is grown throughout the south, but mainly in the north, okay? You have great fishing in the north, strong shipping in the north, more major cities in the north. The climate advantage of being in the south is you have fewer frost-free days. So it's warmer, right? You need warm for rice, indigo, tobacco in order to grow. You have wood throughout. Pine tar is in the south, more iron products in the north. Okay, so hopefully that helps you guys out.